So welcome back friends to Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Today we are going to talk about Pitripaksh uh, Shraddh and what kind of remedies what we can do. So I'm not very much into giving you that kind of remedies of puja and pat. For that, what you can do, my spouse also have a channel by the name of Ek Biharan Ki Astha, and I will be putting up the link in the description box so that you can refer to all what remedies you can do. But I want to give the gist of this particular period, how this is gonna impact you and how it can help you actually. And this is the best period which can help you for getting all kind of getting away from all kind of problems. So now, what is Pitripaksh and all those things? You can go and read the story in any of your books. My concentration here is to give you some knowledge about it, that how you can manifest a lot of things with this particular Pitripaksh. So it is said that our Pitris, our ancestors, they come to earth at this particular period, and they need the kind of prayers, the what do you say, the gratitude from our end. And normally what we do, and especially I have written Magha Nakshatra. So for Magha Nakshatra, this becomes our utmost important task. This is actually an important task for everybody, all of us, and especially people who do not have a father or their parents are not there. So these things are must. So in Pitripaksh, we should offer, like what I do and what a lot of people do, we offer water to all our ancestors. So when I start offering water, I start from my father, because my father is not there. So from my father until every ancestors, whomsoever I can remember, be it my parental place, my maternal place, my in-laws place, my fufa's place, like my buas and fufa's family. Then again my cousins, distant cousins, close cousins, everybody, all their family members who are not in the world, anyone who is not in the world, and they are our ancestors. Then I start with all the great leaders, not even, no matter great leaders or not, but if I know, so I then offer the water to the great leaders of India and world. So, and at last I say that in case if I have missed, because I cannot remember so many people, but they are our ancestors. So then what I do, I offer the water to all the ancestors of the world. Okay. So till is also, a lot of people also donate till, right? Now, so what happens in this particular thing, because our ancestor comes to us and they want us the prayer, the gratitude, the water. And water is only offered by people who do not have a father or a mother. Both of them are not there. So it should not be done by people who already have a father and their parents are alive. Okay. Now, apart from this, you can do a lot of puja paths and all. Now, my main concern was and this is one of my research as well, especially on Magha Nakshatra. Just go and check on any of the website, put your date of birth, time and place. There will be a chart which will come in, and then you can check the nakshatras. So in case if you have any planet, no matter it is your moon or any of the planet in Magha Nakshatra, it becomes utmost important for you to offer prayer to your ancestors, to your Pitris, because this nakshatra itself is ruled by Pitris. So Magha Nakshatra people, you especially, do not miss this yoga. And I will tell you a common trend of Magha Nakshatra, which you will find in 90 and more, more than 90% of the people. And this is the thing what they do wrong. They do not realize and they keep on doing it. And in case if you can just go and check the chart and see any of the planet in Magha Nakshatra. So every planet do have their own style of doing the things. But one thing common you will find in most of the Magha people, they start abusing their ancestors. They start saying ill things about their ancestors. They don't, even they will say, no, I respect my ancestors. But see the kind of words, the phrases what they use. क्या करके गए हैं मेरे लिए? This is the kind of words what they use. इतनी प्रॉपर्टी थी, सब बर्बाद कर दिया, सब बेकार कर दिया, खराब कर दिया. So these are curses what you are trying to give it to your ancestors, right? Somebody starts saying wrong about their died father. Somebody starts saying, so I'm just giving you examples so that you can correlate. You might feel that I don't abuse, I don't say anything. So this is a common way how people look at it, but that's not the way. Some people start saying to their parents that they have not done anything for me. They have not done anything for me. I would have done fantastic. I would have done this, that. It's just because of my parents I am not able to, I'm not capable to do a lot of things. I am leading a very ordinary life. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. No matter even if your parents did not give you money to study. There are people who do not have anything, and just because of their own talent, they did things no one can imagine. So, and that's the worst thing. Anyone who blames their parents for their failures are the worst people in the world. And trust me, they can do any remedy of the world. They can wear the best stones, they can get best pujas done, but nothing good is gonna come to them for sure. And this is a prediction, right? You go and check if you don't trust. This is a prediction which I am doing. It cannot fail. If people start saying bad about their parents, that because of them they've not done this, that, whatever, trust me, even if you have everything, you will have nothing. And your planetary position, you do whatever puja you can do, nothing is going to happen. And especially for Magha Nakshatra, I have seen not less than 200, 300 charts when the planet is in Magha. Recently I had one chart when the person was not saying anything bad to their ancestors, or like very, very, very few charts, like 5, 10, I guess maximum. Most of the people in some of the other form, they do wrong things with their ancestors, right? They never pray the gratitude, and they say, no, I respect my ancestors, but I do this, I do, everyone, right? Again, even if it is your elders, people who have any nakshatra, any planet in Magha Nakshatra, they should not disrespect their elders. They should, in fact, for one of the, I'll just give you one example, how this lineage comes, because they have given the royal throne. They have given the royal throne, that okay, you sit on that, my blessings to you. And what you do, you go completely against that, what you have done for me. It is not that they have given you so much of money, property, and then only you would say, okay, yes, you have done a lot for me. You have the DNA of that ancestor. Why don't you understand that? Fine, whatever your conditions are, you have a shelter, you have food, you have clothes since childhood. You come up till this level. That is because of them. So why don't you see that? Why you see that you did not offer me so much of property you had, you all wasted, whatever, that was their own property. Whatever they want to do, they can do. You are no one to even question. You are no one to question. My words would be you might feel very bad about it, that what the hell he is talking. But that's the reality. They earned that money, they got it from their ancestor, whatever, that was their property, their money, their vehicle, their things. You are no one to question, you are no one to ask that why this did not came to me. It is not meant for you. If they want, they can give it. If they don't want, you are no one to question. And this is the mistake what especially Magha people do. Recently, one of my consultation, I asked the lady. This lady is working as a fashion designer with one of the was working as a fashion designer. Recently, she left the job with one of the celebrity of India, very renowned and known celebrity. So my first question, now this lady do not abuse their ancestors or anything like that, and that is the reason she is leading a very good life. She's a very known fashion designer. Herself is not celebrity fashion designer, but very well known fashion designer. Now what happened? When I saw her chart, I asked a question to her mother. Now tell me something, what inheritance, what blessing, special blessing she got from her ancestors. So they were like, she was not able to correlate. Then I asked another question. Okay, tell me something. What his ancestors, like his her grandfather was doing or something like that. Then, and what the same kind of work she do or something related to. Then she says, oh yes, yes, yes. My father-in-law, like the girl's grandfather, he was a tailor, right? And the lady is lady is a fashion designer. So tailor of that time and fashion designer of this time, the same thing. But that kind of blessings you get, you don't realize, right? And then what do? You start abusing, you start saying bad to your ancestors. And then what happens? Everything goes for a toss. So, all others, not only Magha, but especially for Magha, watch the video of my spouse Ek Biharan Ki Astha, I will be putting in the comment box or the description box. Do the remedies. Like for one, I said that just go draw the complete family, tree. Paste pics if you have. If you don't have, not a problem. All your ancestors who are not in the world. Try and know about them. What was their profession? What was the qualities? What they did? And these things you should, and then you start feeling good about it. You start trying to, you try to know about them, know about your ancestors. What were their profession? How they used to deal? What good they had done for the society? Whatever. You will find some of the other thing which they have done right. Even he or she might be the worst person. Hardly matters. Even if the worst person, you are here, you will say that they did not anything, I have done everything upon my own. That's fine. But this body is given by them. So if you are saying that you have done everything upon your own, so this is own has come from somewhere else. Apart from this, the DNA code. So people don't understand these things. Do you think you can like do a lot of things and all these things? That DNA has transferred. Even if you are the super powerful and super rich person or super successful, and you say that my ancestors were nothing, right? I am the one. No, that particular code was in your DNA, and because of that tough situation in your life, for example, your ancestors were drinking, they were not taking care of your father, your family and all. Because of that tough situation, that particular code of DNA got activated, and because of which you are what you are today. Some people take it positively, they do fantastic. Some people do it negatively, they ruin their life, right? This is the way how it works. So I can keep on explaining a lot of things, but time constraint, and you people may not may be able to relate a lot of things. But these are the things which you have to understand. So start paying gratitude. That thanks for bringing me to this world. I am whatever. I am just because of you. Draw their picture. Remember them. Pay that homage from inside. That look, I'm thankful to you. And that you should do it from heart. And just because I'm saying that, don't do it. Apart from this, don't curse. Don't abuse. Don't say wrong things. Don't fight with your parents, elders, that what they have done or even what you have done. See what you are doing. What you can do. Don't go to them that you have not done this for me. You know what? You must have seen a lot of examples when people had nothing in their life. And today, they became IAS, they become IPS, they become top shot corporates. I know one of the person whose younger brother died at childhood. His father was a top shot person. And because of his younger brother's death, this guy went into a very big trauma. His father. He stopped going to office. He was a government, very top shot government official. He stopped going to office. He locked himself inside a room. Everything eventually went for a toss. Everything. They lost everything. Now, what of his son? He was like, what to do? So he eventually started studying, and all those what we can do is started working here and there, whatever he had done. And then what happened? I think from IIM or XRI, I don't remember the exact one, from these kind of institutions, and even I think IIT, I don't remember the exact story now. I just washed up from my mind. This person, went through IIT, IIM, something like that, and then he became a top corporate. Today, he is one of the top shot, and if I talk about crores, I think that's peanut for them. That's peanut for them. See the kind of problems he came from. His father was like, he can very well blame that, okay, my father did nothing for me, I was like this condition, he would have done today. And he would have not done anything in his life. But see what he has done. Top shot. I cannot name those people, but he is the top shot of not only industry. You talk about ministers, you talk about top shots, you talk about the corporate world. Everyone respects him like this today. This is the kind of things he has done. So stop blaming your parents, your ancestors, and start saying thanks to them. Start touching their feet. And in this particular Pitripaksh, do not miss to do the remedies. You can see the remedies, what I have mentioned. I will be mentioning in the description box the link. But apart from that, even if you cannot do remedies, you cannot go towards water, you cannot offer water, whatever, because you might not be in India, there will be people who are in foreign countries, whatever it is. In that case, just close your eyes. Om Purvajaya Namah. Remember them and pay their homage. And do it from inside. Don't just do because I am saying. Nothing is going to happen. And from today itself, if you are abusing, you are cursing, whatever you are doing to your ancestors wrong, stop it. A property matter which is completely messed might be because of your ancestor. And every day when you go to fight the case, the legal case and whatever, you will start saying, what the hell he has done? He has done nothing. He has spoiled everything of us. Today we are leading such a tough life just because of him. No. You have at least a property to fight. There are people who don't have anything. Anyway, so you don't stop these things, it will be better in fact. And you will see the things turning out very good. Same thanks that is, you have given this property. Whatever things you have left, we are trying to complete it. See your karma, what you do, how you are doing. Right? Don't go and speak ill about those people. And in this Pitripaksh, offer them the kind of respect, the gratitude, whatever you can. And do it from a real heart. Again, I am repeating it again and again because I want this to go inside your mind properly. Right? I will tell you a story. I think it's already 18 minutes, but I will just tell you a story in a short. There's one big landlord, Zamidars, right? They had like the ruralship in 200 villages and enormous property. Their grandmother used to cry because their generations was going only single child kind of stuff. There was only one or two when there were 2-3 people. And she used to cry. She used to say, let all the property go. I don't care. And even there was a minor mess anywhere, she used to say, let it. She used to donate. If there's a mess in property, problematic property, let it go. I don't care. Right? Then eventually, in a further generation, their family became a large one, like 8-10 sisters, brothers, and all. And there were properties which got litigated. Some of the property they bought in their town, and then they did not did it properly. Whatever things. Some paper got here and there, and then they won the case. The paper came in, and still they did not care. Right? Well, that is the time, this is the kind of things they had. And she used to say, let all property vanish. I don't want my child to be so loaded that he should lead a very tough life. Right? Eventually, in 1952, the Zamindari Pratha and all those things went off. And today, And they are like, the next generation also, they did not care for any of their property. They left everything and they did everything upon their own. They are leading a very good life, a very neutral and a dignified life. It is not that they are multimillionaires. They are very simple people and leading a very cool and calm life. Why? Because when the power comes, a lot of good or bad thing happens. This has happened in their generations as well. Like, people cannot take a chhatri even if it is deep summer, right? If you ask for the rate of something, you might get some koras, right? But the generations thereafter, they started donating a lot of their property. Even those people who were like the original zamindars, they also donated a lot of property. They made temple in what do you say, Ayodhya, right? Hanumanji's temple in Ayodhya, near Manipurvat somewhere, and again they have no control there as well. Okay, because they left, they did not care about it. But their ancestors started donating a lot of their property. A lot of. They will just donate to anyone. Because, and today what happened, there are a lot of property for this, they have papers, they have everything. But they are not in mood to go, and their earlier generation did not did it. The next generation already is very busy in their own task. So they cannot do it. So all these people left everything. Now what happened? Because, and people know that that's their property. Today what is happening? There are thousands and thousands of people who are getting feted every day because of those properties. At different places they have properties, and they do not take any money from there, they do not take any revenue from there. And although if they try hard, they can acquire everything, they start taking the revenue, they can do wonders today, right? And even if they start selling and they start doing all the things, fighting case and everything, they can do wonders today. They may have multi crores but nothing, they don't do anything. And see the blessing of my ancestors. Because of them, today I am here leading a very normal life, and because of them, see how many stomachs are getting filled. Nothing great can be other than this. Nothing great. I to say very happy to my ancestors that they have done such a good thing. They have given so much of donations. They have given their entire rulership and entire landlordship, and those properties are today feeding several stomachs. I may not be able to do that much. I don't have that much of money that I can go and feed several people in the society. I do whatever I can do, very minor, right? Being a very normal person. But because of my ancestors' property, like those guys' property, several people are getting feeded. So that is the kind of great thing they have done, and I really thank them. But there will be people, and there are people, who say, what? Today I am leading a nonsense life. I just have 3 BHK house. There are people who will say like this. What they have done for me? I am doing everything upon my own. Because they cannot think from that perspective. That see what they have done, because of which such a good thing for the society. And trust me, because of those act only, because of their this particular act only, the entire dynasty is saved. It's not that easy to be saved for 7, 8, 10 generations. That's not that easy, right? And this is the reason why the generation is, it's okay if the people are not multimillionaire, people are not croropatis and all. People are leading a very good life, silent and a happy life. That's sufficient enough. So that's the kind of great things they have done. No matter if some property got litigated, I don't care. Even if somebody come, I will just write it and donate it. I don't care. So this is the way how you should, and this I feel from inside. It is not that I'm just saying to make this video and to you people. No, I don't care. This I say from inside. They have done fantastic things. Even my spouse's family as well. Recently they gave the complete land, like Vishnath Palace and their house at the same wall. Might be that they have constructed this place. the ancestors. So they sold it in a very, they sold it to the government and gave the entire property, the complete Havelis and all, to government to make the Vishnath temple. So again, what kind of good things they have done? Their ancestors, all these people. Fantastic work. So guys, this is the video. It's been very long, it's going to 25 minutes. But try and hear the complete video. Watch the complete video. I'm not sure that I'm able to give that particular sense to you guys or not. But this is what it is. Respect your ancestors, your elders. Especially Magha Nakshatra. I'm very sure a lot of you who are Magha Nakshatra would have been doing some of the other thing what I said against your ancestors. Some of the other form. You go and see what you do. And don't count it like they have done this to me, so I'm doing this to them. Don't count like this. Even your ancestors were like binge drinker and they have donated and they have lost all their property. Because of that, you're not supposed to abuse them or say anything bad about them. That was their property, whatever, their money, property, lineage, whatever they had, that was there, not yours. Just because you came from the same lineage, you cannot say that it's mine, they have lost my things. You are the one here to make it, right? So, pray them. And whatever mistakes you have done till now, by cursing, by abusing, by saying wrong about, ill things about them, or saying what they have done, this and that, whatever I say, go and say sorry for that. Go and say this sorry, and then start praying, respecting them. You will see a fantastic change in your life, trust me. And especially Magha Nakshatra, you will definitely get. Right? So that's all for Pitripaksh. Please watch the complete video. There might be a lot of repetition of the same facts, but I want to make you understand. I'm just trying to make you understand. That is the reason the video also went pretty long, 27 minutes. But watch it through. Try to understand the sense behind it. You will get the message and you will definitely do well by offering prayers to your Pitris, your ancestors. Right. So that's all, friend. Thank you for watching Astro Planetary Dance, Pitripaksh Special and Magha Nakshatra with remedies. Thank you.